Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'll talk about some of the dApps I'm in. I separated wallets kind of and just named them random names that I thought I liked at the time, and then I switched some of the stuff up. But what we're going to do today is go over it a little bit, show you kind of like how a system could work. The first one I'm going to show you is a little bit messed up. If you like the idea, I don't want to make the video really long. So if you like the idea, comment below if you like it, give the video a like, and maybe I'll do another one and go a little more in depth, or if there's some dApps you see or you like, let me know and I'll do something about it. I'll put all the links in the description, make some videos if you guys would like. First thing I do, I put them in little folders and bookmarks. This is just the wallet name. This is the stuff that I first got in kinda, and then I added on to this, and I started saying I should separate them. So I started separating them, but I just opened them all up. It takes a second to all open up across the screen. The first thing I have is DAPP review. I look at the dApps. I usually go about a 24-hour volume to see how the dApps are doing. Then you can click new here, just real quick to show you. You go to new, you see what's going on. Tron Keys is, it's an interesting game. I never played it before. I had a video about that yesterday, I think. And it's kind of cool. It's like up and down, but it's kind of cool. Roulette Live is something I kind of want to check out too. If you want to see a video on that, let me know. But with here, I just go to the 24-hour volume, and Tron Bet's doing the most volume right now in the 24-hour. Tron Bank's doing really good. Tron Crush is kind of like, it's gonna go down. It's not doing so good right now unless something changed in the last, I don't know, maybe a few hours or so. It's not doing so good. They had a lot of problems with it, so we'll see how it goes. Tron Bank is really skyrocketing. They're up to like 120 million, 126 million or something like that. I got in around 60 million. I'll do a video on that. I don't know if you saw that yet. I don't know which one's coming out first. I'm kind of doing a couple at a time. Then I'll decide which ones I want to put out. TronTrade, you know, marketplace. Tron Raider is pretty cool. I haven't done a video on that. If you would like to see a video on that, that is almost up right now. It's a really cool, fun game. I'm not gonna go all, 888 and stuff like that, but if you see something here that you want me to go over and do a little video on, like Bankroll, but I did a couple on that. Tron Keys is really moving up the rank. Tron Vault just came out with a like a token or something lately, so that's a little interesting. I bought a little bit of that. Second thing I look at is TronTrade, just to see how they're doing. I kind of look at the top three or so. They had TCC or TCT now, I think it's called. They changed everything. It's a long story if you guys don't know what's going on with Tron Crush. But I think they were kind of upset that people started buying some of the tokens. But this is something you want to look at too. You want to see the tokens are up or down. Ante's kind of stable, but I think that run is a little bit almost over, because I think the Tesla giveaway is up in another day or so. So we'll see how that reacts. 888's coming out with new games. Tron's coming out with new games. Even though their coins are low, the tokens are low, there's something I want to stay in. This actually I got out of. I want to get back into it because I was excited for Tron Crush, and then that doesn't work out. It looks like the same thing with all the casino dApps. Everybody rushes into it, kills the token, and then they bounce. I'm staying into Tron. I like that. The developer's really cool. He talks a lot of good stuff. It seems like he got the head on straight the best. But you tell me what you guys think below in the comments. Then I look them over to Kiwidex because they get some stuff early. They got Ruby. TronTrade doesn't have Ruby yet. I sold a bunch of rubies because I'm thinking like right after this thing's over, it just is gonna crash. Maybe this won't be one that won't crash. But I figure I'll take advantage of it when I can. They're going for 58 now. I sold a bunch of them between say 55 and 65. So I made a good profit off it. And I like the game. I wish I would hold them, but I got burnt so many times holding them. I don't know if you guys had the same experience. Unless you have a real lot of them, the game kind of dies after the first payout. Ever since that thing happened at 88, that's how they treat everything. We'll see if it changes. This is one of the first ones I got into. I didn't put them in exact order. They're just in there. I had gems first, and then they opened up daily ROI, so I sold all my gems and put my gems into the daily. It wasn't a lot. You know what it is? I'm on the wrong wallet. That's why it's not showing nothing. I'm on the Bankroll wallet. I don't have a lot in any of these, like in my wallets right now, because a lot of them in here. This one was something like, oh, I'm not sure what to do. And I kind of emptied everything out just recently, so there's not going to be a lot in. Sometimes I move the money around and invest in stuff. Like the Tron Keys, I put a lot, like not a lot, but I put some into that. so I grabbed from everywhere. I refunded stuff. This one I haven't. I just put $5.50 to test it, and it's kind of been holding up, even though it's kind of getting low now. It's getting close to the end, but I think in 2 more days I'll get my $5.50 back. Or 3 days or something like that. Just a few more days, I'll get that back and then make a little bit of profit before this looks like that it might end. P3 T2. I didn't go crazy on that. I did 2 things. This was gonna work with PT3 and Meta, I think Black Pearl's token, if I'm right with that. I only put a little bit in it. There, I put 400 in it, and it's supposed to double your money in after each investor goes. This thing was on 167 earlier in the month, like beginning of the month, is when I probably get into this. I'm never seeing my 400 back. That's not gonna happen. These things it's going down. Yeah, they got Black Pearl, PT3, and this is theirs, I guess. And I invested 400. I'm pretty close to getting my money back with this. I pull a couple out every single day. It's working out okay. If I get burnt, I'm only gonna be burnt by a little bit, because this is, unless they pick something up with it, it's about to go down too. Bank of Hodil. This is not really a good one either. I put 1,000 into that. That's just about to be done too, because all these things were like the same day, the same 2 days. Black Pearl. That's Black Pearl's original side. I get up there. That one doesn't work. These are like, they were okay, but it's kind of like I didn't put a lot in there. So I got 12, 7, 1. It looks like a lot. I bought this guy, and this guy. Saved up a couple times for this guy, I think, and then bought a bunch of these guys through how it collects. They split your money, so this is more like a 2-month thing. So I'm not gonna really, if this lasts till like the whole month of April, then I'll start making, if I understand it right, then I'll start making profit. Really, I think it was at 12, now it's at like 15. It's still growing a little bit, because I think players are coming in and out, but there's really no end to this. So if the players are active, I guess they're coming back just to get returns at least. But half of your money goes into treasury, half of your money you can take out of your pouch. The bank is like a bonus, and you can move that into your treasury. That's all you can really do with it. So it's kind of like a bonus to put it in there, and you keep buying guys, and they go up the percentages. And it goes pretty high. I wouldn't suggest getting this one. The other ones I talked about so far, I wouldn't get into any of those right now. These are not suggestions. That's what I kind of like in this order, because like I think they're not, they hit their lifespan, they're close to hitting their lifespan. Like these got probably another month to see what happens if they can go on farther. But I wouldn't really get it now. It's going to be probably about 2 months before you get a return. If you know something different, you know the math better with this, please let me know, because it'll make me feel better. Tron Village, kind of like the same thing. You pick these little huts, bakeries, tea shops, convenience stores, bee yards, and depending on what they do to give you gold per hour, each gold is like 25 Tron. Though each 25 Tron is, I forgot how it goes. Oh yeah, one Tron is 25 gold. So like right now I got 87, so I got like nothing. Because like three and a half. So it's not like great, but it's not bad either. Basically, I think what you need to do, you need to like, if you want to get into something like this, you think it's gonna be good, you need to like FOMO in, buy one of these big ones, which is retarded. But like, yeah, you gotta buy one of these big ones, so you got like a lot of cash coming in, so you can keep buying like little ones to maintain it. Something I learned, because you can't really, like, to me, like I'm getting like, I can buy one of these a day, one of these little bakeries. That's why I got 16 of them. And I saved up a couple and got a couple of these. I bought this one, and I don't have none of these. So how this kind of works is that it's just like Tron Knights. You get split half and half. You don't get a bank in this. It's just like you get half your money, and the other half goes to the treasury on your hour per profit. And I got 20 buildings. People got ridiculous buildings, so you have to put money in early. You can't just like, I think I bought like one of these and one of these or something, and then I just kind of chilled, and later on I bought one of these, so I'm not really gonna probably see my profit back at all. But it is what it is, and it was a good learning experience, and I'm getting some out of there. Let's just refresh this. Tron Double, like, it's been pretty solid the whole month, ever since I've been in there. What I did is, you can probably see it down here. I've put in a little bit of all these things, all different days. This is the second, the second, the second, the third, and the fourth. Yeah, the fourth, but I added another 1,000 to this. So this is kind of like not really true. The fourth is when I started it, but then I put another 1,000 to it. This one, the smartest one to do is probably the 3% forever. I put 1,000, 100, 100, 100, and 1,000 in, but like out of that 1,000, the 5.6 sounded good, but I'm only getting 120 on that. The same thing with this, I'm gonna get 122, and this is almost over. You know, out of 20, so it's not really that big of a thing. This one's 120. This one's like 115. It tells you up here. 190, 160, 132. So you get some, but they're longer and longer days. So this one's 50 days, I get 190. I don't know if things are gonna last 50 days. I hope so. They did come out with D3T, BTT. I don't know if that's actually out, but Do I think just came out. Do is not the Do from the card game. It's their own kind of token, I think. I haven't looked into it too much. I figure I'll just keep rolling with the daily forever plan, and hopefully they can keep feeding it with all the other stuff they're doing, and it'll last a pretty good time. There's 1,500 people in here, so it's not bad. It's always been hovering around like 11 or 12. It was low when I first got in, of course, but it kind of reached that 12 million mark, down to 11, a little up to 12. It kind of bounces around right there, so it's pretty good. And they got an airdrop coming too, so that's not too bad. P3T. This is on the way down. Let me show you the contract on this. I saw this just a few days ago. This thing was at 34 million, maybe a week and a half ago. This thing's draining. I'll be surprised if I can get my return back, even though it's 3,000 Tron, but it's still 3,000 Tron, right? It was a really good DAPP to start off with. I liked it. I had a little bit of here. I got a little bit of the token, but I sold the token. I think now I got a little bit left in there, and I just keep hitting reinvest to see if I can get it to 1 for fun. I don't know, it's like there's nothing there. You know what I mean? But I just keep doing it for fun. And the daily ROI, every time I see it now, I just withdraw it, even if it's like 4 or 5 or 3 or 2. This was a really good one for a while. This one helped me build up and get to farther and farther. Like altogether, I probably put about 800 into this thing together with all crypto I had, like a bunch of things like Ethereum, some Bitcoin, a little this, that. I turned it all into Tron. I still have some on an offline wallet that I keep offline. As well with Tron. It was funny because, not to make it too long of a video, I don't even know what time we're at. That would be awesome if I knew the timer. But I'm trying to see if I can find it. I mean, like, I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes or something. But I saw Tron come up on my wallet, Exodus wallet. And I was like, oh, it's new, I'll buy some of it. When it first hit Exodus wallet, I don't know if it first came out then or really close to first coming out. I should have bought a ton of it, right? I can't remember how much it was, but I could probably look at the transaction maybe. I think I bought like 10 to 15 bucks of it. I should have bought like 100 or 2. That would have came in handy later. But yeah, but the wallet's down to 1 million now. So this is gonna be gone the next day or 2. Which sucks, but that's all right. This is my 30-day challenge on Bankroll. I just started this like this week. So every time I see a little bit of, I'm not gonna put this in, but I've been just putting it back. I put 100 bucks in there, which gives you 85 because it takes 15% out. But then every day I've been trying to roll this. I'm gonna miss a day or 2, but I've been rolling it right back in. I haven't withdrawn from this. This is to kind of show you with 100 TRX, which is, we all know, not a lot of money, what you can do within a month. So the 30-day challenge, see how it happens, and just keep rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and see what happens. I know you can do numbers on it, but why do numbers? To kind of show the person is probably better. So there'll be a probably update video on that tomorrow or Monday, just to see how it's going. But that's like a sneak peek at it. Tron Pays is kind of new. I put a little bit in here, and every time I get stuff, and I just keep rolling it over. I probably should have FOMO'd in, just bought a lot of this. The same thing with the TRX plan, the daily, the ROI. This is interesting because you can draw 2% or withdraw 2% plus 2% from your original balance. So it lets you kind of take your money out, which I guess that doesn't matter. It's just a tricky way of doing it, I guess. I don't know. But it's interesting. I liked it. It was pretty cool. This is other things I liked about it. Up here, you can bid on these, right? You can buy this for 130 right now. 130 gives you about 12 hours. And if I'm understanding it right, every time somebody comes here, so when you're on the site, you gotta pick these things to play with. So if you click on 888 and you go play, your referral link is used if you buy the ad. So everybody else that comes here and uses this during the 12 hours, the only thing is that you don't know if this is just a FOMO, because how do you know exactly when your 12 hours is? 12 hours from when you click it? I probably just didn't read this good enough. But maybe it's 12 hours from when you buy it, and then you got it for 12 hours. So when you come here, if you like this site, every time you play, click these links. You'll help people out, get referrals, and then they'll hopefully do it back to you, and not just say, I don't want to play with somebody else for referral and help them out. They got Tron, these things switch around. They got Bankroll, they got, this is Tron Raider, this is pretty cool. And Tron Crush, that's probably no one's ever going to want to do. We'll see. And what we got? Rocket ROI. This is the one I did a couple days ago. I put 300 in. I probably should have put a little bit more, but really, tell you the truth, it's starting to die right now. So I'm kind of happy. I'll tell you that, like, I did this early in the week too. I don't know what day exactly was, but I pretty much got my money back already. Every time I see this, since this thing's going, I'm just pulling out. And I'll tell you the truth, I went to this one, the Rocket one, the 10 to 105. Hopefully this works. There's another one I had that actually got broken, and I just put 1,000 in the day before it got broken. So we'll see how that goes. I put 100 into this. I probably almost got my money back out of this too. This, like, it's not doing great, but I'll get my $100, my 100 Tron out of it. Let's see what else we got. Some of these are new, like Rocket's only been this week. Tron Vault's only been this week. I put like 2,000 in there. This is kind of like iffy. It goes up a little bit, it comes down, so I think people are starting to withdraw. I might have got in this one too late too. But it's 10% or 5%, so we'll see if they can build it back up. They just started a token. How do I get to the token? I forgot. Oh, there we go. I bought a little bit of the token just for fun. I withdraw from it, you know. I bought it, I think, at 8 or something like that. Or 7. I saw a video on it. I didn't even know it was coming out. Somebody had a video on it on YouTube, and it was at 5. And I should have just ran over at 5 and did it, because from 5 went to like 9 now. I should have done it a little bit sooner. I kind of was like, oh, I don't know if I want tokens. I'm getting so like iffy about tokens, and I didn't buy a lot anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. And the last thing that's on here is Tron Bet, which I don't have any Tron Bet. I got a little tiny bit of ante, but I like just to see the dividends. I like to see what happens after Tesla giveaway is over, and see where it goes from there. Alright guys, sorry if this is a longer video. I just wanted to see, all the links are down at the bottom. Give a like if you enjoyed the video. If you want to see the other wallets, the other wallets are kind of better. This one has like nothing in it, because all I do is pull money and make reinvestments, which I'm not going to do anymore. Okay, I'm probably going to make more investments, I ain't gonna lie. But, tell me what you want to see. Thanks, like, subscribe, do all that great stuff. And until next time, peace.